who will be going to the 2023 World Championships in Budapest. That's Hungary. Yeah, we have some athletes who are already qualified. Who are already qualified, and then others too who are yet to qualify. The qualification period is not still yet over. It will end on the 30th of July this month. So we still have what time. Then we hope that some of the athletes also qualify in addition as well. So today we will bring you the qualifying times. It's not easy. It's very very difficult. The qualifying times and the the Ghana athletes who has already qualified for this World Championship. We bring you all that, and then today I think we break the news, the coaches who are going. We have two coaches. That's Coach Elo Amenyampo and then Coach Andrew Owusu. They're all based in what, the United States. Quite remember, if you could remember them, the 2012, the 2022 World Championship that was held at Oregon. They were the coaches over there. That coach there, they did marvelously well. And then we hope since they are also going there, definitely they are going to replicate what they did back in what Oregon. So we wish them all the best. We wish them all the best. It's not easy to be part of what national team. This is the Ghana national team. It's like the Blasters. It's like the Blasters, the athletics team. This is our national team. So quick forward, you mentioned the qualification period or the qualifying time, the times that was what allocated, 100 meters, 200, 400, that you get the time that you can qualify. It's not very, 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 very difficult this time. Even most of the sports pundits or sports journalists and then the coaches were all complaining about the World Athletics has now at stiffening their qualification period because at first it was very, very smooth. Now it's very, very difficult. If you don't train hard, you don't train consistently, no matter what happens, you can't qualify for this one championship. Before we come to the qualification period, we have some small short news we're supposed to give as well. The 2023 Accra in the City of Moho Marathon. Registration is what ongoing. Register now. Registration is what's ongoing. Please, you register, then you take part. There will be 2 days what expo. 2 days what expo. During these 2 days expo, what are you expecting? The sponsors will come there. Athletes will have the chance what to collect what their babes their vest and what the registration numbers. As you can see, each and every year there's also what one of the best what running vest they what do what share. Maiden edition we could all what remember one of the best, and then even now most of the athletes when they go for competitions they do what wear it. They do what wear it. So you can see how the quality what they are what running vest. Last year was what free. Last year was what free, but this year I think you pay what a token. You pay what a token. In the 5K when you register you pay what 20 Ghana cedis in the 5K, and then inside what the 10K that's what 30 Ghana cedis, 30 Ghana cedis only. And then the 21K is what 50 Ghana cedis. You register. There's also a huge what cash prizes for all the what 3 events, both male and what female. Cash prizes. Note there is what cash prizes for our athletes, and then also the what medals as well. Medals. The organizers are planning at least 50 plus who crosses the finish line first will receive what medals. 50 plus what athletes. If you the moment you cross the finish line, you receive what your medal plus the top 3 athletes in both what in all categories. That's 5K, 10K, and the 21K automatically receive the medals and what certificate. Plus, they also what sponsors from what souvenirs sponsors. So definitely you will get souvenirs as well. You get souvenirs in addition. So we entreat you all to what to register. Maybe you know someone somewhere who finds it difficult for in what registration. You can what send our WhatsApp number. You go to our YouTube or our Facebook page, our WhatsApp line is what 24/7 active. Send us a message. We are here to help you. You don't need internet to just register. This one, no internet is needed. Any phone can about register. You just take your phone, just that star 380 star 380 star 211 hash, and then you just follow what the prompt. Just register any of what the event, any of them, any of them. You can register as much as what you want, as much as what you want. And then the registration process is what flexible. It's also what flexible. It's not difficult at all. I just ask you one or two questions. That's straightforward, and you are done. After you receive what a confirmation what message, you receive a confirmation what message that you've what registered, and this all your details intact what will come. So let's know if maybe you've registered and then you've not received any confirmation yet. Please let us know so that you what rectify this what issue what as soon as what possible. So let's know. Yeah, when you come, then you like it and you share. You like you share. You like you share so that you reach what far. When you come online, you like that you share. Good. And then also there also what this marathon. That's what they are. That's the Millennium Marathon. The Millennium Marathon. They've also set a very huge price this time, getting to what $500,000, $500,000 Ghana cedis. They're saying we don't deal with dollars here, so $500,000 Ghana what cedis. That's what Millennium what Marathon, Millennium what Marathon. So we entreat you also to what to participate. Although the Accra City Marathon comes first, that's the 4th of August, 4th August 2023, 4th August. The Millennium Marathon is in September, September. Take note that what September, 2nd September what 2023. So you can what register for the Accra City Marathon, and then later you also what register for the Millennium Marathon. Millennium Marathon cash prices for 21K and what 5K. The Millennium Marathon is only what into what two what events, the 5K and what the 21K. The 21K, the first person receives 75 what Ghana cedis, 75 what thousand what Ghana cedis, 75,000 Ghana cedis. The second person receives what 50,000 what Ghana cedis, 50,000 good Ghana cedis. The third person receives what 30,000 Ghana cedis and what so forth and what so forth. 30,000 Ghana cedis. You can see how huge the price is. 30,000 Ghana cedis. We entreat you all to register and what take part in what the Accra. That's what the Millennium Marathon in what September. We bring you more update on that. Now we move back to our World Championship, the World Athletics Championship. You see, qualification each and every year they have. Let me say something called grace period. They will give the time to the athletes what to get the qualification at time, and then if by all means or if by mistake any federation and your athletes, none of them qualify, they will one way or other give you the chance to enter some of your athletes, especially the relays. Yeah, they'll give you the chance to enter some of your athletes so that they was what compete. And then they have here the no under 16 is what allowed to partake in that event. No under 16. Although if you are under 20, you are allowed. You are under 18, you are allowed, unless you were born on 31st of December 2023. That means you are allowed, but you are limited to some of the events. For example, the 10,000 you will not take part. Combined event you will not take part. The marathon you will not take part. In the race walking you will not take part. But apart from that, you can take part in most of the events. So that's how it is. They have somewhat limitation in it. Then they also have what we call that the wild cut, the wild what cut by wild cut what qualification. The defending world champions from 2020, all those who won the finals in what the 2022 automatically what qualifies. They automatically qualifies to the 2023, and that's winner of what the 2022, and then winner of what Diamond League, winner of what Diamond League. You are automatically part of what the World Athletics Championship 2023, and then World Race Walking Tour that you participate in at 20K or 35 kilometers. World Combined Event Tour. You see, we have the Continental, different tours. So if you win any of them 2022, automatically you are part, you've already qualified. And then the leading hammer what performance what the Continental tours. Automatically they also qualify for the World Athletics Championship that 2023 to be held in what Budapest, Hungary. Time allocated is what the date is what 19th to 27th of August. 19th to 27th of what August. 19th to 27th of August. That's where you come back and watch what our athletics what again. The qualification you have different. This one we posted it on what on our website plus our Telegram channel. Qualification of relay events relays, ranking process, and so on and so forth. How you can what participate, or they are very very, very long. It's what PDFs, and we've what, posted it on our Telegram page. You can go and what read it. You can go and check it by yourself. So quick forward, you can target number of what athletes, teams, or what by what event, the target number of what athletes they need, not including the unqualified athletes. These are only the qualified what athletes. So that means there will be what more, there will be more. So this is only what the qualified athletes. In the 100 meters, it's what 48. In the 100 meters, it's what 48 athletes. 200 and 400, 48 each as well. 200 and 400 is what 48. 800 meters is what 56. 856. 1,005 meters is what 56 athletes. 3,000 what stitches. 3,000 what stitches is what 36 what athletes. 5,000 meters they need what 42 what athletes. 10,000 meters they need what 27 athletes. And then they come to the hurdles. 100 meters hurdles, 110-meter hurdles, and then about 400-meter hurdles. 40 40 each. Let's come back here. The 100 meters hurdles is for the ladies. The 110 is for the males. So that's what you see. And then 400 is what both male and female. And then we go to the field event. The field event. Field event is what 36 what athletes. And then the combined event, we also have combined what event as a 24. The marathon, 100 what athletes. 100 athletes. The marathon is 100 athletes. And then 20-kilometer race walk is what 50 athletes. 35 race walk is what also what 50 as well, 50 in addition. When you come, you share, you like what you share. The relays is what 16. Relays is what 16. Relays, that's where you have the 4x1, 4x4, one of the um, uh, good race, and then usually done after each what competition. When you can, you like, and then what you share, you like, and then what you share. Yeah, this is our second time of what coming live on what our YouTube what channel, our YouTube what channel. So those are the qualification or the time or the number of athletes the World Athletics World Federation has what sets that this is the number what we need. This is the number that what we need. This is the number that what we need. So you can what any federation can what enter their what athletes. Any federation can enter what their athletes. Any federation can enter what their athletes, and then they will what take part. They will what take part. Ghana, Ghana, we was what representing the let me say Deborah Aqua, one of what that's the national record holder in the long jump. She qualified during the Birmingham 2022. Birmingham 2022. She won silver over there. Her time made it what to qualify for the 2023 what World Championships. And then our 4x1 what relating. That's the men's side 4x1 relating. They also what qualified over there. They qualified what over there. And we also have somewhat individuals who also what qualified. Some individuals who also what qualified. Some individuals will come up to them. Some individuals who are also what qualified automatically. They what qualified, then they are going to what compete. And we will much talk about the 4x1 what relay, the 4x1 relay. Most of the times that's where our local athletes used what also get the chance what to take part, because most of our athletes getting the qualifying times in Ghana here is never easy. It's never easy at all. So most of the times it's the 4x100 meter relay, and then the association will select maybe two or one local athlete, and then they also have to take part. So we are waiting for that list. That list, we are waiting for it. We are waiting. We are all waiting for that list, selected list. Now the coaches are out. The coaches is Coach Elom and then Coach Wat, and they all based in what in the US. They all based in what the US. They have a track record, and then when it comes to the track and field event, Coach Elom is a track and field. He is one of the best currently, and then Coach Andrews is also into the track the field events, the field events. So he's also one of the best coaches in Ghana. And then when we go to the US as well, his name is what all over. His name is what all over. His name is what all over. Quick one, we move on. Now, we are still most of the Ghanaian athletes they've not qualified. Most of them have not qualified. Most of them as compared to the 2022. 2022, like we get a lot of people who are qualified. But this time, I think it's not so. This time things are not moving on. But this time things are not moving on. This time things are not moving on. This time we don't know what is happening. We don't know what is happening. But per our analysis, most of them are not able to qualify. Most of them. One name that is moving up and down was James Dazi. James Dazi has also qualified in 200 meters. Was one of the fastest. He broke the Ghana national record yet to be what ratified. Yet to be ratified. He's very very good and what upcoming. In the 200, second to none. Currently second to none. Second to none. He's very very good. Very very good. And then Benjamin Zamati is also there in the 100 meters. He's also one of the best current record holder. He's the current record Ghana's record holder in the 100 meters. He's also qualified in the individual event. And we hope some of the athletes also qualify in addition. We hope some of them also qualify in addition. Plus the 4x1 meter relay. One of we are praying this time we can get a medal. We are praying this time we can get a medal if everything goes well. Because now the team is very, very strong. The team is strong. The team is on their feet. They've been running different events. The team is very, very strong. We are praying by all means this season, this time coming August, definitely Ghana will get what World Athletics what championship what medal in what 4x1 what relay. Or the Ghana team is very very strong. Ghana team is very very no matter what happens. The boys are really working. The boys are working very very much. The boys are working. So we have time and then we are praying we get most of our athletes who are to qualify. We get most of our athletes who are to qualify. Uh, by this week or next week, definitely the association, that's the Ghana Athletics, they are going to release the list. The list will be out. The list will be out, and then who knows? Either Ansan Safo or Edwin Gadai, one of them or maybe both of them must be part of the team. The team is such that you're supposed to select what four, six, two reserves, and then four would what in what will be in what action. So six athletes in all, six athletes in all, six athletes in all. Will this be the first time that the association will select two local athletes and then select maybe four base foreign athletes in addition? We are all waiting to see that list and then we are all waiting patiently. Definitely soon it will be out since the coaches are now yes set, so it will be also be out. And then we know and then we hope that maybe yeah, they will also get what the chance to enter our what ladies, the 4x1 what ladies. We also get the chance to enter the 4x1 relays because they are now doing marvelously well. Last, let me say, couple of days, they went to Togo for the CAA Region 2 Seniors Championship. They perform well. They perform well. And then Latifa and others, they are also performing very, very well. We hope when they mix with our local athletes, definitely some good news will come. Some good news will come. So we are praying they also get the chance to enter them and then they also go and showcase their talent over the Jonathan Mensah and the local athletes. They are all in good form. They are all in good form. They are all in good form. Although it's me who we heard from what Kate Hajiman, one of the best sprinters, female sprinters in Ghana, a former winner of the Ghana fastest human, former winner of Ghana fastest human. We are praying so. And then one news is also, I mean, Robin is finals of the Ghana finals of the Ghana fastest finals of the Ghana fastest human. It will be held at what Cape Coast. You'll be there live and then on our channel you now watch it what live. You'll be there as well with what our cameras. It's already was set at what the Cape Coast Sports Stadium. As usual, we bring you what more updates on what athletics in Ghana and what across what the world. We will bring you updates and then they do it will be what live over there. It will be live over there from it is a 1 day event and then from start to finish you are going to a telecast to a live and then later you can also watch what the short what clips maybe the 100 the 200 the hits finals you also were able to get a chance to watch what all plus our what Facebook channel our TikTok Instagram Telegram and Twitter we are all what there we put what videos updates everything over there anything you need about athletics you just what message us our page is only what one name, that's what athletics hour. Then any everywhere you go is what athletics hour. When you come, you like it, what you share is what athletics what hour. So we hope our bulletin You see, sometimes most of our athletes, when they train within shortest possible time and then they are not seeing any results, I think one way that they become discouraged. No, they become discouraged. Athletics itself takes time. You see, Usain Bolt used almost what 4 years to run the 9.56 world record. 4 years, and then yesterday to be posted the same thing. That's what the South Africa was. White Van what Nigeria. So used 7 years to run what 44 seconds. 7 years. So it's not easy. It took what 7 years. So athletics itself is time. You need time for yourself, plus what you coach as well. Most of the athletes we usually hear the moment they train 1 or 2 months and then they'll go to competition and then they perform abysmally or maybe they are not able to make good times. They change their coach. They change their coach. No, we don't do that. We don't change coach what frequently. Please give your coach what the chance to train you. Train is what the process. The more you follow, the more you become what perfect. Sometimes maybe you're on your peak. You're on your peak. Your coach has his own what philosophy. Its own what philosophy. His philosophy is what maybe to train you for different course. The same thing when you move to a different coach, that coach also has his own philosophy that the person was used what to I mean to train you. So definitely if not you retrogress, we don't know, or you what progress is two different things. Whether you come down or you become more stagnant because now they're also going to start the new what process they are going to use to train you a new what process. So please and please let's stick with our coaches. Definitely they know better no matter what happens. They pass through all that we pass through. They know better. They know better and then sometimes too they also feel when they train you and then you go to competition and you don't perform one way or the other, they also feel bad as well. They also feel bad because you'll be speaking to several coaches and then sometimes they will say when it comes to training, when he or she comes to training, he perform very well, but we don't know what happens when you go for competition and then this what happens. Yes, they are also worried because the moment you win, their name was what goes higher. The moment you lose, the same thing, their name was what gets down. So please and please, let's all take this and stick with what our coaches. Ghana itself has one of the best coaches when it comes to athletics. We have one of the best coaches in the world, no matter what happens. One of the best coaches. You know them. You can mention of their names, and then when they train you, you know let's count some of the athletes who are able to get the chance to travel to the states. When they go there, you see how they are performing within some 2 or 3 months, and then their names were blow. So you can see the kind of training our coaches are what helping us to do it what over here. So let's take our time and take athletics itself is time. If you don't have time, don't go there. This time is a process. It's a process and it takes time. Please, if you're able to pass through the process, no matter what happens, when you go for competitions, you perform well and then you see that you're on it. Just take your time and pass through the process. We've all passed through before. We've all passed through before. It's never easy. It's never easy. It's never easy. But at least one thing I suppose to also say, as an athlete, you need not to have only one running shoe, at least two or three. The list is supposed to be two, one for training, one for competition, one for training, one for competition. At least one for training, one for competition. So try to get one for your training, one for your competition one as well, so that when it comes to events, you have the one to send. When it comes to training, you have a different one to also what to send. It's also what it also prevent what injury what prevention. Changing of shoes also prevent what injury as well. Uh, also prevent injury as well. Uh, quick one. We posted one story about the Cape Coast Sports Stadium is what a standard track, and then I think a whole lot of mixed reactions. The comments, almost 1,000 plus comments that is coming. Uh, some are saying we are doing politics. Others are saying it's not certified. Others are saying it's a village track. Ghana. So a whole lot of comments. Let me go and read some comments on it. We have a whole lot of comments, and still the comments even right now almost 20 plus comments are coming in it. You see, everyone is saying its own understanding, the way they understand things, a whole lot of things. It's never easy. It's never easy as Ghana, and then we lack this track and field what they have to support our athletes. Although the government is doing its best, they are building almost 16 or across the 16 regions. They are building this multi-purpose stadiums. They are building multi-purpose stadium around. So we entreat that or any place they are building, at least they should do, if not 6 or 8 track lane, at least 4 or 5, so that it will also help the athletes to train over there. To help the athletes to train over there, because we have few, tartan tracks in Ghana here. Currently in Accra here, it's not. Currently in Accra here, it's not, because at first it was the Elwak Sports Stadium. Now when you go there, the Elwak Stadium is very, very, very in a bad state. I think you can watch the videos on our YouTube, our TikTok, our Facebook over there. That place is very, very, very bad. Very, very, very bad. You cannot train over there again. And then the only one that was our hope was Legon, the Legon Sports Stadium. Although it's a private entity, it's for the Legon. But I think we have hope that it is in Accra. Now they are doing the renovation. It's supposed to build the Olympic complex at what Boteman, but things didn't go well. So they are doing the renovation at what Legon Sports Stadium that will host the 2024 all African Games, although it was supposed to host this year, that's in August 2023, but it has been postponed to 2024. So we are praying by next year, 2024, the Legon Sports Stadium will be ready, and then it's ready. It will be a worldwide standard. Our checks and then our sources is that they are going to use the Mundo track. The Mundo track. That's very, very so. Athletes will going to run fast tracks over there. And definitely to be satisfied by what worldwide athletics. Definitely that was satisfied by what the world athletics. So we are poor hoping, we are praying. So uh, by God's grace, Ghana is also going to have a certified track that we can run at races. We can organize international meets here. We can organize international meets. You see, most people say, if you are able to organize meet, and then we invite our foreign athletes, like inviting Azamati, Jopo, Emmanuel, T20, among the rest, then Dazi, when they come and compete, you see, it will the love of the game that it has been off for a while, it will come back, because now athletics was nowhere to be found. Frankly speaking, athletics, the love was no, or the love was but dead. It was dead, and then most of the athletes, they themselves, they stopped training because one, the moment they train, there's no events. There's no event. There were no race to compete. The race to when they compete, very, very difficult for them to get their time back. Another thing too, they will ask you, oh, we didn't hear anything about it, or we didn't hear, we've been training, but we didn't hear anything about it. A whole lot of issues, a whole lot of comments the athletes were to be given. Oh, so now you have news on your feet. You have news everywhere. Most of times, all races that is going on, you bring it to you now. GA to associate now. Their website is working, and then most of the results are also posted over there. Most of the results they just publish what over there. Most of the results, and then now, let's say it's, results is easy to be found. When you go to all our pages, all results are what there. We try to get what results for you. So results are also what available what over there. So now, little what excuses. The one thing that's the race organizers are really working on is the cheating. Is the cheating. At first, most of the athletes do cheat. Only our grand what marathon, that's the Milo marathon. Now the Milo marathon is no more. That's the Milo marathon that was just held every year September. Most of the people cheat, and then you finish the race, and then you go to the organizers. No, this person was in front of me. I saw him. He took. Now the cheating is what minimizing. Cheating is minimizing. Or because of what now GA has stepped inside. They use what the electronic timing, and so on and so forth. And then the security and then the volunteers, even the ribbons they give. Some if you don't pass through all the certified routes, you are not going to get what this what ribbon. So now cheating is what very, very much increasing. Cheating is what increasing, and as time goes on, we pray that when the original timing system comes out, all cheating, but will be all from what from the system again. And then the Ghana athletics we used to, Ghana athletics we've been praying for is what you will take it back again. Now when you check what the SHS people, they are running good times. The SHS people are running good times as well. The SHS people are running good times, man. Let's go to Central Region. They just have their super zonal games. This was one lady, Nasara Pansa, and what David Nakose. They were, I mean, breaking records, running what pets, good times. So you can see from SHS, when the transition is very good to the university level, the athletes perform well within some few years or within some few months. They are what there to go. They are what there to go. And then we also posted how to get to a scholarship, how to get scholarship to enter in what the university level, how to get scholarship to enter in what the SHS, how to get scholarship to enter in what the JHS. Maybe you have someone somewhere at the village, anywhere, any place. Let's get in chat. Go to our WhatsApp line is always what active. WhatsApp line is always active. When you go to Facebook or our line, even YouTube here, just inside some of our videos, you just, I mean, give us what your comment over there. We are going to respond to you. We are going to respond to you. All our WhatsApp numbers are active. All our pages, our numbers are there active. Let's help each other. Yes, help each other. Maybe you have heard the news. As tell a friend to tell a friend that this is what we are doing for all our athletes what in Ghana, all athletes what in Ghana, so that one way or other, someone's what will hear about what or it. Maybe you hear here someone because yesterday we shared our group on what our our Facebook page, and then we've had 50 plus who are what been joining 50 plus. We have three groups: the athletics, our athletics portal, and what athletics what updates. We have here some quite what maximum of people who have not joined what since or as of what yesterday. And even till now, some are still what joining, some are still what joining. So please, if you hear the news, you will send it to others as well, so that we are all building this together. We are all building this together. This is a collective effort. It's a collective effort. One person cannot do it, no matter what happens. It's a collective effort. We are all to build over together, so that at long as you say Ghana athletics is also at back. Ghana athletics is also at moving on forward. Our athletes are good, they are young, no matter what happens, they are young. You just check the name of the competition they go. They are one of the youngest athletes ever. They are very young, they also train hard. If you're able to get some of the mountainous areas like where the eastern athletes, the eastern countries, Kenya, Ethiopia, Uganda, Eritrea, Zimbabwe, and those aspects. You see, if Ghana here is a lowlands, like very low, our 100 meters somewhere, oh, so it's very, but we are very strong. In terms of strongest, we are very strong. We are very strong. And when we go to competitions, we're able to challenge the Ethiopians, the Kenyans, the Ugandans, the Eritreans, we were able to challenge them. Just a couple of few days ago, one of Ghanaian athletes broke what the 42.2 meters what kilometers at what the exchange marathon in Burkina Faso. That record was set by what a Kenyan. A Kenyan. Now Ghanaian is youngest. He's very young. Richard Kotu is very young. I think he just completed SHS last year. So he's now preparing to go to a university. So he's very young, then breaking what a whole what record 42.2 kilometers. It's never easy. So you can see he trains at what Swodro. He's at Swodro. Swodro, there's no mountains over there. So that's where he trains. So you can see how our athletes we are very strong, and we also committed. When you say we are training, no matter what happens, we train. Morning, two times training, it's never easy. So we pray. Then we also need a sponsorship. Ghana athletics need a sponsorship. We need sponsorship. Sponsorship is very needed. Sponsorship is needed here because most of our athletes don't have sponsors. Even our national teams, we don't have any sponsor. Our national team, that's the whole national team, we don't have any sponsor. And then we have a whole lot of what running clubs in what Ghana, running clubs in Ghana. Ghana, Nike, Adidas, Puma, Ghana Athletics is what open to you, or you can come as sponsor. Even some of the companies around the Ghana Gas, Cocoa Board, the Tor, the Boost, some of the big companies supposed to also sponsor their athletes. We don't allow us to go and win come races or maybe move higher before you come back or to what to sponsor. This is that from the grassroots level you sponsor them so that they can move higher and have to go and win at a lot of places. Because per our checks, most of the athletes when they complete SHS, it's very difficult for them to enter the university level because they don't have the chance, they don't have the means. Some of them to, excuse me to say, their results are not that encouraging. Results are not that encouraging at all. So if they're able to get sponsorship one way or other, I think they can do better. They can do better, and then that's such life is. We are all not born to become a perfect in books, perfect to play football, perfect to do some work. We have what individual work. Some are athletes, some are footballers, some are doctors, some are nurses, some are carpenters, some are masons. It depends on your work. So being an athlete is not what a crime or it's not a sin. We need to support each other. Parents, we've been speaking to a whole lot of parents just to, give them what motivation. No, through athletes, your world can do better because they will straightforward, they will give one an example. His brother did the same thing. He went to SHS, he didn't learn anything, and then now he didn't get the grace. Now he's now at home. And we told him to stop, he didn't stop. He was said he was running. Run where will run what send you? A whole lot of things. We're supposed to assure them like no, this is how it is. And please, the athletes will it's not that you have become an athlete so you don't learn. No, 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 no. Become athlete doesn't guarantee you not to study. Education goes with sports, sports also goes with education. Without education, there's no sports. Listen, without your education, no sports, because it's through your certificate that you can use to enter the university. So now you didn't learn in the SHS, you didn't get any good grades. How can you enter the university and go and do your sports? So without your education, sports become very difficult. When you go to the abroad, you see their NCC. If you don't pass certain level of what your examination, you can't compete over there. You can't compete over there. I'm praying the Gusa Games also what bring the same to Ghana here because most of the athletes they don't even gonna run what exams and then all their focus is what just running. So the moment they complete, sometimes you're able to complete the university, no work what to be found. Please and please, you're supposed to blend your what, education with what your sports is with what, education. Last week we discussed this was scholarship opportunities with Coach Mickey of what University of what Education. He briefed us how to get what scholarship over there, how to get what scholarship, how to attain a scholarship at the University of what Education. Listen, please let's take good notes of it. He talked about what the education. He said he himself, if you're an athlete, you come there and then you don't learn, your scholarship may what denounce or they will take your scholarship out from you. They say they give scholarship 100%, but if they see you are doing some misbehavior, your behavior has changed, they will take the scholarship for you, or maybe they will give you 50% and then you will pay for 50%. So they don't joke with what they also at education, what with exams. Supposed to learn and write and do about good exams. Who knows tomorrow? Maybe you're an athlete, you can get injured anytime. You can get injured anytime. So if you get injured and then you're not a professional athlete, what are you going to survive on? It's true what your certificate, it's true what your education that you learn that you can also use to find out another work. Because who knows tomorrow? Anything can happen. Athletes, you can just break down easily. No, yes, we are not praying or we are not saying you should get what injured, but that's it. That's it. You can break down easily. You can break down easily, and then no one can even locate you again. We sometimes you see you as an athlete, the moment you get injured, you maybe you go to hide. You hide. You don't even want to come out in public that anyone want to see you that you are injured. Because when you go to the track and then they are running, man, you could see how you could feel. You could see how you could feel. Like you feel bad. So please and please, you can change your work and then work too can change you. That's how it is. Maybe someone is not an athlete, but through something that person can become what a good athlete. So as someone can become a good athlete, but that person can also have change. What are you changing for? Maybe you were good, now later you are not good again. Or maybe at first you were able to run 100 or 1,000 or 10,000 meters. Now the same race we are running, we have good athletes who are running, and then when you go for competition, you can't win any again. So where are you going to get what income? The income will comes when that's what your education, what you went to school at to go and learn, that you can need to find what work. Because nowadays the marathon itself, man, people are training very, very well. The road races, people of us who are training. We are all training, but people are training much and much, much and much, much more than even what we are doing. When you go to Kenya, you go to Ethiopians, can you challenge them? When you go for the international scene, can you challenge them? Think about yourself, think about all those who are stars. So education itself, please, we shouldn't discuss education. Education is very, very good, very, very, very good. When you add it to sports, for example, you see, let's talk about our security services. Security services. Even when you're good as an athlete and then they want to employ you, they will tell you to bring a certificate. Well, and then you yourself, you don't have certificates. How can you work? Yes, so certificate is important. And then by God's grace, most of our athletes, they are being employed by the security services, the Ghana Army, the Ghana Police, the Ghana prisons, immigration, uh, GRA, the SEFs. We have a whole lot of athletes over there. Most of them are athletes. Most of them are athletes. It's another opportunity they give to us, the athletes in terms of support. So most of the athletes from SHS, they're able to get this chance, and then some of them too from university level, they also get able to get what this chance. Now JHS, I don't think when you complete JHS, you can get work anywhere. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure. So please and please, let's take our education serious as our athletes. As an athlete, scholarship is there for you. Scholarship is there for you. We are ready to help you. If you need any scholarship and then you are listening to us, just comment on the session. You can leave your number there, or you can write any scholarship. We will send you our number, or you can put your number there. If you don't want to put your number in public, our number is already in public. If you don't want to put your number in public, just write I need scholarship, or I need, how can I get scholarship? You have to message you, or you send our number, and then you have to WhatsApp us, or you can go to Facebook. You can go to Facebook, Athletics Hour page, Athletics Hour. Our number is there. Facebook, Athletics Hour. Our number is there. You can take it and WhatsApp us. Facebook, Instagram, Athletics Hour. Our number is there. Telegram, Athletics Hour. Our number is there. Where again? Twitter, Athletics Hour. Our number is there. TikTok, Athletics Hour. Our number is there. Even some of our posts, some of our pictures, you can just comment. I need scholarship. We are here to respond you. We will respond you, and then we will show you what the way how to get what the scholarship. So don't wait, don't finish your exams and then you stay at home before your results comes and then you call us. Please, at, at that stage or at that moment, we cannot do anything. We cannot help you since the results are in and then maybe some of them are started school already. We are not magic. We can't do anything about it. So ours, we tell the students, we tell the athletes, let's start it early, and so that we can able to complete it early. We start early and complete that early. Lateness, no, we don't like lateness. When you come late, that means you will schedule it next year. You will schedule it next year. You will schedule it next year. So we are praying, and then we are much happy. We are much also grateful for the likes you are doing to us. Our Facebook now is moving at much faster rate. Our TikTok page is also moving at faster rate. Our YouTube page is also moving at faster rate. We are very, very grateful. And then when you come, you like, you share. We need more likes. We need more subscribers. We need more likes. We need more subscribers. We are going to announce a deal for our SHS for students. It's very great sponsorship or deal. Very, very great sponsorship or deal. It's as if it's a great, when you are bringing what our stories, how it is. It's very, very great for sponsorship for what our SHS only, SHS what only, SHS only. And then we are praying there will be a lot of tartan tracks in Ghana, tartan tracks in Ghana, so that from the north you have one, from the south, east, both everywhere you have one, and then athletes will train. At that time you get a whole lot of athletes because the country will be producing more and more. Since now Volta region, none of what tartan track is there. No tartan track in Volta region. Oti region to no tartan track. Even Greater Accra, as I'm talking now, no tartan track, because you cannot tell me Ewa Sports Stadium is a tartan track. No, As I'm talking, and also Tartan track. Now we go to what Cape Coast. Cape Coast they have one. The Cape Coast they have one. When you go to Eastern region, Eastern don't have any Tartan track. The whole of it's a region I'm talking about. Eastern region don't have. Now let's move to Ashanti region. Ashanti region they have, although let me say they have two or three. Ashanti they have what two or three over there. They have two or three over there. And then which place again? When we go to the straightforward Bono, those Bono, Savannah, all of them they are not having Tartan track. All of them they are not having Tartan track. Straightforward to a Tamale. Tamale is also having what one Tartan track. Upper East they are not having. Upper West, Savannah, up northeast, all of them they are not having. So when you go to what western region, they are having one, but currently it's not boosted. It's not boosted. They are having one, and then western north to they are not having. So if you count, Ashanti region is having. Ashanti region they are having two. One is for K University. One is for K University. So two. When you go to central region, they are having one. Western region they are having one. Which place again? Almost so Accra now, let me say they are building, it's yet under construction. So we are having only what five starting tracks in Ghana, which is currently access can also win. That's why now the Ashanti region, the Kumasi, and then the Cape Coast, most of the competitions are organized there. Within some 5 years, you see that place what I mean getting spoiled what again because the pressure is what too much. Athletes will be training there, and then every race to is what being what organized there. So when you get enough tartan tracks, the pressure what will increase. If you have maybe two or three in Accra here, sometimes when they maybe any national competition they can organize some here. So as when the other competition they can send it to Kumasi, others too they can send it to at Cape Coast. Now you see SHS they also having their competitions. When Ashanti region they do what Interco, they do at Super Zoo, the same stadium. There's no change. They stay stadium. So within a year, it can host almost 1,000 competitions, which is not advisable. Which is not advisable. If at least by the year it was 5 or 4, maintenance can go on, and then the tartan track itself can be maintained. But when it comes to more, that's why it's what sports what easily. So we are praying or we are begging or we are, I mean, putting our heads on what the government at least it will help us to get a lot of watertown tracks, a lot of watertown tracks in the country, so that the athletes can also go and train there. Please and please, we beg you, the athletes can train there. Sports itself is no longer what football. Sports is no longer about what football. Sports Ghana, we have almost what 120 something or 60 something what sports or disciplines, something disciplines, and still counting, still counting. So it's not only the sports, it's not only what the football, it's not only the football, that's the sports. We have a whole lot of what sports what across. But one thing we also don't buy it. They've named it what lesser sports. No, we don't have lesser sports anywhere, no matter what happens. The world athletics they are going is like what? Let me say the world what championships. It's world championships. You see the football they play world what championships. That's where they are going. World athletics championship. Our Olympics is what our what World Cup. Our Olympics is what World Cup. When it comes to sports, the biggest sporting activities is what the what Olympic Games, and then it's the athletics. The Olympic Games, whole games, all of the games are being what organized there. So you can see how great what athletics are. And then you see, a lot of people like athletics. So if you don't know, a lot of people like athletics a lot. But the love is not the why because when you go to a work and then they are running on asphalt, concrete. Now you can't go and see any tartan over there. It's a railroad concrete. You can see. So if you go there, the passion is not even there again. Just even to go and watch what athletics, the passion is not there. The passion is not what no more there. So we are praying that by the next 5 to 10 years we get more what tartan training. The athletes what to train. I think we have some 30 seconds and then you will end what our live part session. 50 minutes you'll be done. Something with 50 minutes as time goes on you will try to increase the time as well, and then you'll be bringing more and more different stories across. Now, you've mentioned what our ongoing sports, that is the World Athletics Championships. We pray that at least we have two local athletes in the team. We are praying we have two local athletes in the team, and then the foreign-based athletes they also select what four, which what will be good. We are praying because the local sprinters this year they are doing well. They are doing well. No, they are doing well. So we are praying we have what four or two in the team, and then so that they would also go what I mean. If they see we are selecting more of the local athletes, they also do what become what appear, and it will ginger them to what train more. So thank you, viewers, and we are the viewers. We are very much grateful. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, so we were download it and put it on whatever. YouTube, our Facebook, and then what TikTok as well. So you can go also, you can also watch and also share as well. See you tomorrow morning for Tuesday sharp morning sports.